Hello, how are you doing? I hope you are doing well. And today I wanted to talk to you really about inner work, about mindset work, about mindset shifts, and how to literally, when you feel like nothing is really working, when you are trying to reach certain goals with your diet, with your health, or in life in general, right? At work, with your family, that really the key is really in inner work and how that has influenced my own life. Because I remember it was at this stage about a year and a half ago when I stumbled upon this video on YouTube, and it was video done by the Universe Guru, Mina Irfan, and she said this, what really intrigued me. She said that inner work is the only work you'll ever need to do. And I was thinking, like, hold on a second, could that be true? I mean, that sounds very simple to be true, but could that be true? And so, yeah, so I started exploring that concept, and I really, because like you hear about it, right? You hear about it, you read about it in books, you hear people referring to, like, you know what, really the state of your inner world influences the state of your outer world and all these things, but you really don't know what does that mean in reality in your own particular case, right? And so, yeah, so I simply started by journaling, okay, by journaling, like free flow style, and simply just by asking questions. How am I right now? How am I feeling right now? And why? I started to literally journal every day, and I know, like, it doesn't need to be done every day. I just felt so motivated to do it, but to do it because I was just fed up with being influenced all the time by what's happening around me, by what people say, and just being influenced by energies. And I am actually a very sensitive person. I have many chakra centers opened, and so I pick up on energies very easily, and I was just fed up by kind of like giving my power away and not knowing what to do about it. And so whatever would happen throughout the day, which would trigger me, right, which would make me be like emotional and uncomfortable and maybe scared, I started journaling about it. And that process itself started to do something very interesting. It started to release the emotion. And it was simply the questions: how am I feeling right now and why? And when you do this couple of times, okay, so let's say I am feeling triggered because my child didn't listen to me. I am feeling, triggered. And so then I wrote, so why? Because he doesn't respect me, and it just doesn't feel good. And then I would say, so why? Because he's my child and he should never shout at me. He should take me as his mother. He should show respect. And if you keep going like this, I eventually got to the bottom. Let's say, it's like layer after layer kind of peels off. So it's like a process, right? So you eventually realize that so many things which are hidden underneath the surface in your brain and in your body, that the cause is really lying in your childhood. In your childhood, that maybe you weren't seen, maybe you weren't heard, maybe you were scared to state your opinion, maybe you didn't feel loved enough or just enough to be for who you were, and you realize that it's all stored inside your body and it actually runs the show. And in my particular case, having kind of, very long history and vulnerable relationship with food, right, and overeating and binge eating and these kind of things, it would always lead to emotional eating, and it just bothered me so much that I really wanted to get to the bottom of it. And so that's what I wanted to share with you, because if you really find yourself stuck, that you know what to do, you can even like follow the diet, or follow your goals, or take the actions. And as I said, it does not need to be related only to diet and health. It applies to all aspects of your life, okay? Your relationships, your career, your maybe finances, anything and everything, your relationship with yourself. So if you find like yourself at the stuck point, easily influenced, easily triggered, almost like all over the place, I'm telling you, inner work is the work to do. Because as Mina said back then, inner work is really the only work you are gonna ever have to do, because it digs deep and it gets you deep. And honestly, it's a lifelong journey, right? Because the deeper you get, the more you release, the more emotions, the more blockages which are stored inside your body, the more of it you release, the more free you feel, more yourself you feel, the more empowered and in control and grounded you feel. And yeah, and I have been just loving it so much, that I needed to share that with you. And so just let me know if that's something what resonates, because if it does, we can dive deeper into different aspects of inner work. And I'm literally just sharing my journey, but yeah, so just let me know if that resonates and if there are any questions. And yeah, thank you so much for watching and have a beautiful day. Bye bye.